Well, I don't see 2 minutes. I mean, we can. You get the audio tape on. We are live, really.
Yeah, well, I'm here, that's all.
All right, Monday, June 15th, 2026, in the Chickasaw County Boardroom in the courthouse in Chickasaw County. Roll call, all members are present, along with Board Secretary today, Donna Gertz. Is there a motion to approve today's agenda as presented last Friday?
So,
There's a motion by Scott, second by Travis, to approve today's agenda. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. We have 2 sets of minutes, one from June 8th, the Monday's normal meeting. Any questions, corrections? If not, is there a motion to approve the June 8th minutes?
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac to approve the minutes from June 8th. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. The special meeting on June 9th, which was the canvass of the general election, held on June 2nd. Any corrections to the June 9th, or is there a motion to approve?
Oh, I know. Wait, we won't do that.
Motion by Travis, second by Scott to approve the minutes from June 9th. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. We got a couple minutes. We can open up these 3 bids for the blue truck. Open sealed bids for the 2005 Chevy pickup, which were due by Friday. It is used currently by head custodian Dave Gorman. First bid here is from Travis Succo, $885. Second one is Philip Zion, $350. And then the last one is one slip, $555. It was in the paper, the website, for about 4 weeks, advertised. The Brown County Conservation truck is in the parking lot for Dave Gorman to use. We do have a clean title to it. Is there a motion to sell the 2005 Chevy truck to the highest bidder, I would assume, which would be Travis Succo at $885.
I make a motion to sell the 2005 Chevy pickup to Travis Succo for $885. That's it.
Does that motion authorize the chair to sign off on the title?
Correct.
Any discussion? If not, we'll do a roll call. Scott?
Aye.
Isaac? Steve? Travis? Abstain. Jake? Aye. Motion carried 4-0. Steve, you made that motion, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. I wrote the wrong one down.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to bring those, see if they want to come in at this time? Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, you want to come in now?
Hi.
Morning.
What do you want?
But if they want to, make sure they sign in.
It looks like.
I understand.
He's working hard.
Sit up, sit. I understand.
Somebody can sit there, I'll stand.
I go stand.
I'm sorry, I'm not this.
I can sit on his lap. Sure. You can sit on your knees.
All right, 9:05, we have public comments. Did anybody sign up to talk?
No. Dean asked if he had to for the VA and I told him no.
At this time. Moving to a review and appoint 2 members to the Veterans Affairs Commission. I assume this is why we have a packed room today. We advertised in May for these 2 openings. They're for a 3-year term. Just want to share, I talked to the county attorney this morning, asked him about code section 35B. I'll just read the appointment vacancies. Members of the Commission of Veterans Affairs shall be appointed by the Board of Supervisors in consultation with the current commission members and the executive director or administrator to staggle a 3-year term at the regular meeting in June. We had 3 applications timely filed. The board has reviewed, I hope, that it was in the board packet on Friday. They were in the auditor's office if you guys wanted to see them, call references and whatnot. The 2 current members did ask to be reappointed, Katie Keene and Richard Kotke. And then we have a 3rd application, David Skilling.
So we had our meeting last Wednesday, June 10th for that, and we followed up also with the auditor's office Friday afternoon. And in our meeting, we had the 3 applicants. Both Rich and I abstained from it since we are applicants for that. So to make it fair across the board, we did reach out to references for that. And then we also reached out to Mr. Skilton as well, just to let him know as a veteran member that it does require DD 214, which we don't have access to it, but we're just doing our due diligence just to let him know.
So you're saying that he's not a veteran or what? I guess I'm
No, it's
confused.
just when you get on the commission, you want to make sure that it is filed with the recorder's office.
Where is that requirement at, you know?
It would be on the Veterans Affairs, correct, on our team.
I don't know where that requirement is at. Where does it?
So
Who's asking for
it does say that you have to be a verified honorable discharge veteran. You have to be a veteran to be on the board.
Are you questioning whether I'm an honorable veteran?
Sir, it's just a requirement.
I'm a matter of record. I'm a retired full colonel in the United States Army. You don't get that unless you are an honorable veteran.
Sir,
You don't understand what you're talking about.
Sir, everybody gets a DD 214.
No, not an officer.
Yes, sir.
No. I retired. I wasn't discharged. You want to see my ID card? It says indefinite.
Okay.
You look at it.
I understand, sir.
I still imparted.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in your minutes, we did receive a copy of the minutes of, from the VA Commission on Wednesday. Who made the public comments?
Andy Beamer.
Andy? In those comments, which is public record, have not been approved by the VA yet, I'm just gonna clarify. My name is one of the references, and, a phone call did come in at 5:58 that night. I was sitting at my daughter's softball game. As a supervisor, my family's number 1. I'll return the call when the game was over. The game was over about 9 o'clock that night. So, what was typed up in the minutes, I just can't believe that's what's one-sided, thank you, but when I don't pick up my phone as a supervisor for the public, my family's number one, always will be, so. Any other comments from the Board of Supervisors?
And actually, apparently I was told also, I believe I was out mowing at the time. I know Keith had reached out to me, I believe the day before, I think, so, but, yeah, I think I was called like probably a minute or two, either before or after Jake was, I know, when I looked at the phone record.
And where it says, since we are two resources on the application, you can't declare a conflict of interest unless I voted some way before in the past, but I don't believe I have a conflict of interest at this time.
I suggest it is conflict of interest,
How's that, sir?
because you guys are budgeting for the Veterans Affairs committees. Anything that's got it over top of that is a conflict of interest. I don't care what you say, it is.
As a reference to an application?
The application to review it, or if you backing somebody to go on a committee and you're the head boss over them because you're elected officials of the county, you cannot back them. It's a conflict of interest. That's my opinion, and I think I am 100% right.
The conflict of opinion statute really has to do with what monetary value, there's no monetary value in this transaction or a government contract. You're out of line.
But no, I'm not out of line, sorry. Is because you will have to be deciding on budgets for money that the veteran affair officers can use. And that is a conflict of interest because they also approve the budget for anything going on the Veterans Affair, for the community money, that is like $10,000 a state or something for them. They are in over top of it. And if you're on the committee, that is a conflict of interest. And I ain't a lawyer, but I know it for a fact.
Thank you.
Is the board ready to make an appointment? We need to fill two of them. Their terms expired June 30th.
I'd like to say something. First of all, thank everyone of you for your service, I appreciate it. I don't feel that we should unseat somebody that's already seated. It's very hard to fill these positions as it is, and somebody that's willing to do it, that has sat there already, I feel it's unfair to unseat that person. So that's just my opinion. I'm not sure how everybody else feels, but.
I guess I'm kind of in the same boat as you guys. Thank you guys for your service. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. You want a motion for both or?
Do separate.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for Richard Cutkey.
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Steve, to appoint Richard Leckie to the Veterans Affairs Commission for a 3-year term effective July 1st, 2026. Any discussion? Roll call, Travis.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Isaac.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Jake. Aye.
I'll make a motion to, Katie. Sorry.
Second.
Motion by Isaac, second by Steve, to appoint Katie King to a 3-year term on the VA Commission starting July 1st, 2026. Any discussion? If not, roll call. Isaac.
Aye.
Steve.
Aye.
Travis.
Aye.
Scott.
No.
Jake, no. Motion carried 3-2.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Roman, the engineer, is Steve gonna get Roman?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You guys don't. You don't need to sign up. It takes too much time.
You're pretty good on my shoulder.
Meeting with engineer Roman Lutz, good morning, Roman. Agenda item, review and approve temporary construction easement with Leslie and Beth Parker for Chickasaw County replacement project, LF Y 27017319.
Yeah, so that's a bridge project on 280th west of Ivanhoe, completed by our crews, whether it be this late summer, fall, or spring next year. Hopefully the last one for a while. I know we've had a lot of these this year.
Is there a motion to approve?
Go move.
Motion by Trent, second by Scott to approve the temporary construction easement with Leslie and Beth Parker for the Chickasaw County bridge replacement, as mentioned. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed, motion carried. Department update, Roman.
Department update, so Bridge 1960 on 150th east of Windsor, we poured the deck for that. That's county-built structure, poured the deck last Tuesday. Hoping by the end of this week that structure and roadway will be open to the public. Contract rock, of course, you guys are aware that Division 1 is complete. Division 3 is starting this morning. Hopefully brewing just goes from one division to the other. We get the remaining 3 completed as soon as possible. Mowing, we got hard surface roads. The west half is complete. The northeast quarter is complete. And the southeast quarter should finish today. Gravels, we've got one route, one maintainer route is completed, one is underway. We got 3 more running right now, so everything we got for mowing is running. Blades were out all last week and the week prior. We've had good conditions, except, when it's actually raining, they're not out, but it's been good blading conditions the last 2 weeks. We did have some minor flooding on 6-7 into 6-8 in the Alta Vista area. Got those repairs completed. Again, minor road damage here and there. And then we had high winds on the 11th, so we had multiple tree removal locations. Finished edging shoulders on B14 from Ionia to 346. Sign crew did install the bridge postings that we passed by resolution a couple weeks back. Embargo on T76, that is removed today. We weren't quite at 90 days, but with contract rock going on in Division 3, we weren't gonna run down and not allow other people, so. Today's the day that'll be taken down, this morning actually. As far as the office goes, we're working on multiple projects, no real big updates, just working on plans and surveys, but Bridge 2000 project, which will be on Vanderbilt, north of the Little Turkey Blacktop B33. They plan to either start late tomorrow afternoon or early Wednesday, so that'll be a hard closure. Hopefully we see a lot of progress on that, but it is a fairly complicated structure. So Taylor's gonna be moving in on that. And then another big update would be Alta Vista reconstruction project, the proposed reconstruction project. We did receive notification from Ashley Ninson's office that $882,000 is to be included in the FY27 Transportation, Housing, and Urban Development Funding Bill. So that right now will be going to the House floor for a vote in the coming months, I'm told. So that would be Alta Vista's last piece of the puzzle that they needed. So that's a good step in the right direction. We'll see where the vote comes in at. I did reach out to their rep to see in the past, how has that gone through? Is it kind of just push it right through, or is there opposition, or is there, debating and stuff? But they didn't reach out back, so I'll wait to hear back from him, but hopefully this goes through. Another good update is we submitted 10 bridges to the 2026 CHBP grant notice. Liza and Ben went out, surveyed a lot of these bridges we didn't have really on the immediate radar, so thankfully I had 2 assistants that had time to go and survey those quick while they were bringing it in. I was running hydraulics, so we sized 10 bridges. Fortunately, one of them got selected by the grants committee, which is better than none. That would be Bridge 19880 on B14 north of Ionia. It's an overflow bridge. The DOT just did theirs upstream of it on Highway 18. So that was selected for potential inclusion. There could be some cuts, some additions potentially as well. Not likely there, but depending on the city and the state bridges that may or may not get included, a county bridge might get, there's 28 bridges that got selected out of 143 submissions, of which 10 were mine, so 1/14 of the state. Hopefully that stays in the grant package and we get it. We'd be looking at a possible, based on my initial estimates, and as we go through the grant process, there'd probably be contingencies and inflation accounted for, but today's dollars would be $1,024,000 in potential grant money, and I would only expect that to go up. Only thing that would hurt us would be if the grant gets awarded in a year or two, whatever it is, if the federal government isn't able to match the 80%. It might, we got 80 through the most recent grant that we got, 80% funding. The one after that we weren't included in was 64%. So, and that match comes out of our farm to market account or local budget. But the week prior was more of the same. I guess anything that's the engineer's office building kind of appears that they're at a little bit of a standstill. Not sure what they're waiting for. I know they had some steel that was scratched up and they ordered the wrong steel on one portion of the building, so I would imagine that that's kind of setting the exterior back a little bit. I do see they have door frames in and sheetrock is down to a certain point. They're roughing HVAC, electrical in. We did submit payment number 2 in the amount of $214,389.40. You guys should see that in today's claims, I believe. FY27 chloride, we did order that. We saw an 8.5% increase from FY26. So another thing, but it's only $12,000 in the grand scheme of our budget, not a major hit, but still a price increase that I didn't expect to be that much. So.
See, the road construction on 63 started today. So I would imagine that LaSalle will be taking at least the first mile by Chase Burns.
So they're actually using Jericho Blacktop and B56 for oversized load because there's a width restriction, which not the biggest deal, but I did bring up, I didn't attend the pre-con, but I read the minutes and I submitted my concerns prior to the pre-con. And I said LaSalle is going to be an issue and possibly Mission, but I figured LaSalle more than anything. And their initial response was, we'll see how it goes and we'll look into placing dust control if needed. And then after the pre-con, they sent me an email saying, yeah, we're not gonna place dust control as we're not closing the road. Traffic can still go through. And I said, well, I'll be directing all the calls to the DOT's office, but they said, well, we could maybe place signs out there. So that's not gonna happen. I guess I would encourage the local, I would assume it's gonna be primarily local traffic, not people just passing through the county. I would encourage them to just stay on the route that they should be because people of LaSalle and 170th will be upset. I don't know if it gets to be that bad, if you guys direct me that the DOT ain't gonna place dust control and we need to. If it is a safety issue, I think we should address it. I also think the DOT should address it because they're really positive if that is the case. Or their project is the cost, but.
According to Gen 7 News this morning, it's still October.
Yeah, it's a complete deck replacement, and they're doing it in half, so you'll see one lane closed and they're ripping the whole deck off for it, switch it. It's not something that's very simple.
It's a very narrow bridge anyway.
Yeah, and then I believe, well, east of town on 24, they're doing like 900 feet of mill and fill at some point coming up here, but that won't affect us as much as the traffic's gonna be going through there.
If we can go back to the AV funding bill in the federal government, what about our portion?
Our portion would be TIF
Okay, what about
and
engineering?
or FM.
Are we gonna try to engineer it this fiscal year, next fiscal year?
Well, I didn't know how we wanted to get on that, they didn't, it's not like Alta Vista currently is 100% guaranteed that 882,000, they got the 840,000 from Intercog. Do we wanna move forward, do they wanna move forward with the urban side of their engineering with a company when they don't know for sure if they have the funds to do the construction?
Is there a
But we're
timeline?
also in that timeline of how long will that take with our programming with STVG swap. That could be postponed a year, maybe two, but I don't think we wanna get too far into that.
Yeah, I spoke to some city council, and if they don't get Ashley's grant, they will not proceed, so.
Yeah.
I think they won't even go with engineering until they, I don't know if they got that.
So, I'm sorry, we've all been in a pretty tough place with that project, with all the moving parts that go into it. And if they're not willing to fund their portion of that cost and it delays the project, hopefully it does not delay the project to the point of losing funding,
Exactly.
which I don't think it will. But I hope that we get this announcement, it says in the coming months on the notes. You would think there'd be more of a, we will have this on the House floor on June 30th or something for vote.
Yeah, I don't think they have the funding right now to pay for the engineering if they don't get the grant, so I think that's.
Which,
Do they have enough money then from both revenue sources to pay for engineering? So 1.6 roughly?
that is, I believe, I'd have to look at Ashley Hinson's one, but I believe it's only for like construction.
So how is they gonna come up with X amount for engineering?
They had the CD put away, I believe, they have some money. They might be asking the county for a no interest loan or a. Either way, the project needs to get done.
Exactly, and the timeline, yeah, like you said, we don't want them to lose the 1.6 roughly. But what can we do to at least be ready? Cause I thought the grant said, what's the famous words? I mean, pencil ready or whatever.
Shovel ready?
Shovel ready. If engineering's gonna take 6-7 months, is it ready? I don't know. Just something to think about. And then if it doesn't add up to their costs, I mean, do they have to match anything with either of those grants?
Yeah, there's a 20% match with Ashley's, I believe. So, I mean, there's probably going to be, unless, we'll see, it's kind of tough to determine this, with city and county involvement, and you have a singular project. So if their 1.6 roughly million comes in, I'd have to look on a $4.75 million project, is the TIF, is the FM, or whatever we use, is that considered a match? Is it Alta Vista's portion, or is it the project as a whole? I'd lean towards the project as a whole.
But then, I don't know, they have to pay us back because we can't help one city and we don't help the other side.
Absolutely, yeah, but we've done this with New Hampton, we've done it with Fredericksburg, as far as having payment over a 5-year period, so.
Something to keep on the radar, that's all we can do, I guess, and see what.
I can't wait till that is not on my radar.
Is there gonna be some more hole filling on that just west of Alta Vista there, mile?
It's never ending.
I know we did from the up to the county line.
Yeah.
But I've had some complaints about,
I know I saw a spot on the south side too.
yeah, it's ongoing.
Yeah, it's, until we reconstruct it, our guys are up there, I figure at least once a month with the dirt patcher. So, I'll talk to Tyler on it.
Any other questions for the engineer? All right, thank you.
Thank you all.
Moving on down to the sheriff. Good morning, Ryan.
Morning, everybody.
A couple things here, discuss updating the jail building.
It's more office than anything. After our department head meeting the other day, we talked about buildings and such in the county, and, ours is probably one of the oldest, besides the courthouse here, that's, for the foreseeable future, gonna still be there. Something I want to just bring the board's attention, maybe we look at, window replacement there as well. Preferably something that's maybe shatterproof. The HVAC system, we've got 4 different AC systems, which is fine. Maybe putting in a forced air furnace system, uploading, get rid of the boiler heat. We have heating issues over there. It's an uphill battle constantly. The basement gets really, really hot. That's where all of our electronics are, phones or servers, computer, camera servers and things. It's just something I want the board to consider. As we talk about possible relocation of buildings, what do we do with some? This is something that's going to be here. I don't see a new LAC or jail building in our future anytime soon. So it's just a reality that we need to put some TLC to that one and do some updates going forward. I just kind of want to put that in your mind. I don't know what it would cost to put a forced air furnace in there, or probably multiple, but I'm sure anything can be done for the right amount of money.
You also made note to my email, one fire exit door.
So yeah, there's a fire exit door in the kitchen that goes out. I think it looks like one of the original doors to the structure. So they sound minor, but we all know what a replacement is here, and heating and cooling systems are fine. I just think it's more a heating system. There's always hot spots or cool spots all winter long. We had very cold air coming through one of the cold air returns. The winter, 2 of the AC units sit up in the attic. I don't know how efficient that is, if that needs to be insulated more. Just some ideas I want to bring to your guys' attention that maybe need investigating, see what the cost analysis would be and what benefit it could be, or not at all. So we've got some things downstairs with servers sitting on cardboard boxes, on chairs and cinder blocks, just things like that maybe Denny's budget could absorb or amend it enough to off the floors. So with the current boiler system in there, it's a lot of steam and heat down there, and we have had systems fail and cause flooding down there.
So I think his plan is to relocate those to another building. And
yeah, I didn't know where that still was or thought was.
waiting on for the engineer to get moved out of here.
Yeah. So everything else, come over anytime, take a look at things. It's just something to put on your radar as you go forward with buildings and such. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Any questions about that, board? If not, move on to the next one. Discuss Barcom systems maintenance agreement.
It just got emailed to me the other day. I felt I needed to at least put it in front of you guys to make a decision. We have lots of cameras around the county. I don't know much about it. I didn't request this. He just sent this to me as I thought I'd better forward it to you guys for discussion purposes. Go from there. If you have any questions, I can follow up with them as well.
So pretty much this vendor installed this stuff, and now he wants to have a maintenance agreement to monitor and watch upgrades. And
That's how I take it.
That's how I take it too.
Yeah.
So I think the estimate was about
996 here.
96 something.
960.
There you go. Shiny 10 grand.
Is that for a year?
That's how I take it.
Okay.
I just kind of scanned it.
Yeah.
Annual fee, yeah.
And you're right, we have a lot of locations throughout the county that either uses his stuff,
I just noticed the other day the engineer's office camera wasn't right, so sent a message and it got moved. Some of them have it up in their offices, some don't. I just noticed it walking by, like, that's not right, send a message. Sounds like one of the PTZ cameras outside is now not working, and it was around the time that the building was being power washed, from what he's saying, able to go back and look at things. So yeah, I don't have the courthouse cameras up all day, every day. Neither does our dispatchers, but some they do. So We don't constantly monitor every single office.
So is this just like Denny does, he can zone in on a laptop and fix the stuff, or?
For some of it, he can, I know, he has before.
Cut down on travel time?
Mm-hmm. So if you got any questions you guys think of, I can reach out to him, try to get answers for you. If you
I think that, or see, is Denny responded back?
He has not, no.
I think we can talk to him too, to see what his future plans are with location of all that stuff too. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying Barcom's not a good vendor, they're great. Just to see if Denny thinks that 9,000 is worth it, I guess.
That's why I put him on it too, just get his 2 cents worth and go from there. It's just beyond me. Every time, I mean, better ups and downs with Barcom. Every time I've reached out to Eric, I've gotten pretty decent response pretty quickly. It's just like anything, it's just time consuming and get on their schedule, so.
Yeah, I think there's more to come with that.
Yeah, no problem.
And then Eric from Barcom.
I'll get back to them and let him know that it's being considered, want to talk to Danny on some things before we do anything. All right.
Department update, anything special about that?
Jason said TO was going well. Hopefully start interviews this week for the new dispatch position. 3 town celebrations down, 3 to go. They've all gone well so far, so no issues. Weather's been good for all of them. It sounds like each town's had good success, so that's been well on our end. So yeah, just trying to get back to full staff and dispatch into things, but they're going well.
Sounds good. Any questions for Ryan?
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.
Approve the fiscal year 26-27 employee salary wages. I just saw some stuff this morning just to, and maybe they're just side notes, but like on Gina Fagman, I don't think the salary wages should be there. Just like everybody else, that's an hourly rate. That's the hourly rate should be moved over. The 29.41 should be moved over to the left a little bit. And then, just to clarify, Jeff Bernance's, is there a reason why, Donna, you put the 32.35 on the side when he's not hourly rate, he's salary? Just to calculate something, or?
He is hourly because he has vacation, and so that's what his hourly is.
Okay. But he gets that whole salary though?
Yes. Yes.
So unlike Gina, if something came up, what I'm getting at is she's an hourly now, not a salary.
Okay.
Any other questions, concerns? This is countywide, so it includes EMS and land use and safety and EMS. Is the public health law correct then? I know there were some
Yes.
concerns last week, got those figured out. So the only change I saw was put the hourly rate for Gina. Is there a motion to approve the fiscal 26-27 wage?
Okay.
Motion by Isaac, second by Travis to approve the fiscal year 26-27 employee salary / wages for payroll reasons. If there's no discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. Discuss and approve Pioneer Cemetery reimbursement for sale for the trailer in the amount of $1,280. It was sold on April 20th, 2026. I don't know if Donna has anything new, but what I've been updated with is Elizabeth Bradauger wants it to come back out of our budget. So it's in the claims to come out of our expenditure, and then a check will be cut to the Pioneer Cemetery. She did not really like the whole transfer thing, and revenue was proven in our budget. It's coming back out of our budget now to the Pioneer Cemetery. So just to clean that up, is there a motion to approve the $1,280 from Supervisors budget to Pioneer Cemetery?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac. to approve the claim in the amount of $1,280 from the Supervisors Department budget to the Pioneer Cemetery Commission. $1,280. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. Claims. Payroll claims last Friday, June 12th. Any concerns with those payroll claims?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Travis, is there a second?
Sorry.
Scott. Motion by Travis, second by Scott to approve the payroll claims dated June 12th, 2026. Just to note, there was some reflection of the new insurance premium on anybody that uses county insurance. Right down. If there's no other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. There's a set of prior bills in the amount of $3,594.96.
So,
Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Travis, to approve the prior bills dated, I think a week ago, in the amount of $3,594.96. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. And then, we'll get to June, so the big amount is $600,553.51, a lot of expense. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Travis, to approve the claims in the amount of $600,553.51. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. Any committee assignments? Travis?
No.
Scott? Isaac? Steve? Jake? No. Just an FYI, I believe you guys all got emailed Saturday night from Chris McGrain, the past financial director of CSS. He did call me Saturday morning, between two softball games. And told me that he was gonna type this letter up. I think you guys were all carbon copied on it. If you weren't, let me know. But it looks like the bill from the state auditor's office has been hopefully taken care of by DHHS. So he did get it in writing from the auditor at the state, Rob Sam, that the auditor's office is finding other means of paying that bill.
It just amazes me that we send money back and then they want us to pay the bills out of our budget. It's crazy.
So Chris McGrain, past financial officer of CSS, has got it in writing. It is what it is. Hopefully it is done, but if you have any additional questions, like it says, reach out to me, the former chairman of the county social service, and whatever. So hopefully all 12 counties can breathe a sign of relief of that bill coming back to come out of the county funds. So just an FYI. Any future agenda items? Let's see, June 22nd. I really don't know anything on the agenda radar. Actually, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see what comes up in the week, or, I mean, there won't be claims, there won't be windows, or honestly, as of right now, I don't see nothing for the 22nd, so if something comes up, I will put an agenda together with Sheila. Otherwise, it's end of fiscal year. Claims I think are due by the 25th, I believe. And I might see everybody on June 29th. I'm lost for words because I don't have, I mean, unless you guys want some policies that Renee's working on, we can maybe review some of those and get those moving. But that will be the only future agenda item I think that will be pending. There's some policies that was discussed at the safety meeting and the department head meeting to get some of those policies updated and move forward on. Otherwise, you guys don't have nothing, I don't. Is there a motion to adjourn?
No,
Second.
Motion by Isaac, second by Steve to adjourn at 9:45. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried.